1 in every 8 women is diagnosed with breast cancer. Now imagine a world where every single person could fight and survive this. Such is the dream of our very special guest today. Premi Mathew is the founder and CEO of Hair for Hope and Protect Your Mom campaigns. She was recently voted as one of the 100 Women Achievers of India in the category of Women Empowerment. Welcome to the show, ma'am. Firstly, a very hearty congratulations for making it to the top 100 Women Achievers of India. So I want to ask you, what is the basic idea behind both these campaigns, Hair for Hope and Protect Your Mom?
Protect Your Mom campaign is basically a campaign to create awareness about breast cancer, and the beauty of it is that it's entirely run by students. Students as young as 7 are running my campaign, which is probably the only campaign of its sort in the world, I would say, because there's no funds, no sponsors. No sponsors, because I think there's something more beautiful when children run a campaign like that, because there's something more passionate about it, there's something more beautiful about it, and something which sponsors can never achieve. So I'm really proud of Protect Your Mom campaign, which is global now, because we had a 7-year-old doing the campaign in Russia, another 9-year-old doing it in Kenya, entirely on his own. And we have held a huge pink walkathon in Kerala, India. Of course, in Dubai and UAE, we've been having a lot of events, because I'm from Dubai, but yeah, we're pretty global now.
You spoke about Hair for Hope campaign. So how do you, donate hair? How do you, go about with this campaign?
Hair donation is something which was rather new 3 years ago when I started it. Nobody knew about hair donation because people knew about organ donation. But hair donation is actually much more easier because there is no pain and hair grows back. So there's nothing complicated about hair donation. But people were not aware of it. And then I met a nephew, even I didn't know about it until I met my nephew. His name is Dylan. He had come down from US on a holiday, and I thought he had really long hair. So I thought something was wrong with him because it's probably the hippie movement back and all that. But then his mom told me that he's actually growing his hair for a cause. And that really, really upset me because, I mean, if a 7-year-old can do so much, I mean, he was ridiculed by his friends for growing his hair. He's a boy, and growing hair is considered very abnormal, even in US. So he was being bullied by friends, but he never gave up. And he donated a 15-inch ponytail for a cancer survivor. And that was like, I decided if he can do so much, I should also do something. So I started we started on the Facebook campaign called Protect Your Mom campaign. On Facebook, I started publishing stories. And people started coming forward in UAE also. And of course, now it's a huge movement. We have people donating right from US to New Zealand. And it's pretty big now. It's equally big.
So this whole campaign, you started it while you were a teacher, right?
Yes, that's right.
So how did this whole thing start, initially? Like, how did you decide to go about and do this campaign?
Okay, I was working as a faculty at that time, and I thought instead of making the students do a research on, usually it's mythical topics, or not really applicable. So I thought, why not make the students do a research on why mothers don't do a mammogram? And I found there are a lot of cultural reasons, like, for example, a woman here especially wouldn't like to be seen by a male doctor, or we believe in karma in India. We believe it's all fated. We can't do anything about it. But it's not like that, because if you find breast cancer early, the chances of survival goes up to 98%, which a lot of ladies don't know. I mean, people don't understand that you can actually find it early and beat cancer. It's not fated by God, or it's a punishment for your past sins or whatever. I mean, these are all mythical, these are all things which are there in our culture. And that is what is killing people unnecessarily. So I thought the best people to protect their moms will be the children, because just like McDonald's makes you pester for burgers, or Maggie noodles makes you pester your mom to get her noodles, I thought we can also make the children pester their moms to do a self-exam. And well, it's working. It's working because all you need to do is tell your mom to do a self-exam. It's nothing complicated. Any woman can do it at home. There is no expense. Mammogram is expensive. So we don't talk about mammogram because we know that an average person may not be able to, afford it. And yes, a woman can find this cancer on her own with a self-exam, which doesn't cost anything. So that's why we promote self-exams, and even a 7-year-old can run my campaign, which is really beautiful.
So, when you initially began these campaigns, did you face any major challenges?
Oh, there were only challenges. There were only challenges because, number one, hair donation was a unique. I mean, people didn't know about it. So, to I mean, I don't have money. Also, there's absolutely no money involved, no sponsors involved. So, to convince the public that hair can be donated, it was a huge challenge. And the first event, in fact, first major event we had was in Kerala because one of my friends, she's the daughter of, daughter-in-law of the minister there, finance minister's daughter-in-law. So when she wanted to donate, I decided to convert into a PR event. I mean, we knew it was a national launch for Hair for Hope India because we got every press involved because she's a huge VIP. We managed to get the press involved, but there were so many criticisms because people were making fun of the fact that she's changing a hairstyle and it's hitting the news headlines. We wanted to hit the news headlines because we wanted the world to know about hair donation. But yeah, people are always criticizing. They always enjoy criticizing. So that is, I mean, that's how it started itself. And yeah, Facebook started charging. And I live on Facebook. Facebook is my global office. So it is very difficult to survive when Facebook started charging because no one will see what you put in. Your page won't have any views. So a lot of challenges. And of course, we had people making fun of people who donate, which is so annoying. In fact, even last week, one girl in Dubai donated, a 7-year-old donated in Dubai. And children were teasing her for doing it for publicity. I mean, how can people be so mean? And they come crying back to me saying, I mean, the society is making fun of me, which is ridiculous because it was a huge sacrifice for her because her mom lost her sister and the mom was doing it in memory of the sister's anniversary. And in spite of that, the people were making fun of this child, a 7-year-old child, which is so annoying, I would say.
You spoke about Facebook and using Facebook to get people involved. So how important has social media been for you through the whole process of this?
Oh, my campaign is based entirely on Facebook, as I said. There is absolutely no expense. In fact, it runs because I would say today people trust real people donating. I mean, each person who's donating hair was asked to give me the picture and publish on Facebook. So they are the models. I mean, we have, instead of fake models, as I would say, we have real people, I mean, donating their own hair with their stories, which are much more powerful than commercial advertisements, which people know are fake. So I would say probably social media, especially in this case, the real stories were more appealing than Shah Rukh Khan even saying that, I use Lux, but people know perfectly well that, So it really has an appeal on the social media.
So you did all of this without, sponsoring ads and without any investment, actually.
Absolutely no investment.
How did you manage to get the word across to so many people in such a short span of time?
As I said, what we did was every haircut was, I never let anyone cut their hair, including the top photographer in UAE, waited for me. So what they did was we converted every haircut into an event. Even if the society made fun of us, I was not bothered. I had the press, I have a team of press now in India who was passionate about it also. So whenever I have an event anywhere in India, they connect me with the person there. And we convert every haircut into an event. So every haircut was given at least one media coverage. And each media coverage will, it helps to spread the campaign in the specific area. And I have volunteers around India helping me host events. I've never met them, but they're really, really passionate because behind every ponytail, there is a story of cancer, story of loss. So they're not doing it for publicity, I know, and they're doing it from their heart. And when you do something from your, heart, I think the public sort of connects with you. Even if some idiots make fun of you, it's fine.
So how do you think children should, approach their parents when it comes to self-examination and early detection of breast cancer? Because usually parents do not expect their children to, talk about breast cancer and stuff like that. So how do you think children should approach?
Actually, children are the best to approach their parents, because the reason why a mother wouldn't take care of her health is because they're so busy looking after the children. And their health comes at the last priority. It's like if you have a cough, probably your mother will take you to the doctor immediately. But even if she has a horrendous pain, she will just ignore it. So I think that's why I'm aiming at children, because they are the most powerful people in the family. I mean, if you tell your mom, she'll listen to you. But if a doctor tells her, or if I tell her, she won't take much interest. So that's why we caught the most powerful person in the family. So it's really working, and it's working much better than all commercial sources, because, as I said, the child is very powerful, and the kid can make sure it happens. So Google how to do self-exam, make your mom do it, and send me the video as a challenge, and I'm giving a trophy for that also. And of course, any student can join from anywhere, because your mom is the most precious person for you. I mean, you obviously can't live without her, obviously. And children don't know it. And if I convince them that this is cancer which can take your mom away, children are coming to do it.
Your campaigns, what are the different ways students across the globe can get involved in these campaigns?
Okay, let me put it this way. Any student can help me in a lot of ways. For example, you are with the press, you're learning about press. I need people to make press notes for me. I desperately needed people to make videos for me. Graphic designers who have done better, in fact, because when students put their real talent to work, because these kids, they understand cancer better, because they're with me for a reason. They're with me because they understand cancer better than anyone else. So whether it's music or graphic designing or drama or skit or whatever your talent is, I really need help.
So where do you see yourself in the next few years?
Well, this month was truly the milestone, because we have Birla Institute of Technology hoping to make a machine for me to make the wigs, because we get hair. Hair is easily available. In fact, people are queuing up to donate, and I tell them not to donate because we don't have money to convert. So if they manage to make a machine for me to convert the hair into wigs, it's going to be awesome. That's number one. And then number two, we made it to a marketing journal. It's an international journal, a very prestigious index journal, which means students around the world will be learning about Protective Warm campaign, because it's a very unique case of using pester power in a very productive way to create awareness about breast cancer. Social marketing and social media marketing and social entrepreneurship are all brand new areas. So we are going to make a mark in all those areas with our first journal, international journal. We've been there in all the magazines, but journal is something which reaches all the students around the world, which means probably I'll get volunteers from all over the world also, which is going to be truly awesome. Of course, we made it to, I'm one of the top 100 in the Middle East also, but more than that, I think this year is truly amazing, because we got a lot more schools involved, and I think our own English high school has in fact held one of the best events the world has ever seen, because they didn't leave any stone unturned. I mean, they've done so much that even I can't think of doing anything more, because they've got skits, they had the students on radio, they had 7,300 posters, which I don't think many schools in the world can even compete with that. They had, of course, doctors, cancer survivors addressing them, doctors teaching even the staff how to do the self-exam, poetry slams, dances, flash mobs, kids, you name it, they had it. And it's probably the most complete breast cancer awareness show in the world, I would say. Because I know I've been doing research on this for ages, and no one has done such a thorough job in any school, probably, which means they can. I've asked them to check out the Guinness Book of Records check whether any school has got 7,300 posters. So let us see whether they make it there, and that'll be awesome, in fact.
I wish you the best for everything that you do, ma'am, and thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you so much for inviting me here. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
This was Up Close with Premi Mathew. Keep watching Manipal Dubai TV. I'm Saba signing off.